Good evening. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Good evening. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem. You may be seated. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. We are so honored to have the family and friends of this wonderful class here to share in this special occasion. I am honored to have principal colleagues from the Mays Cluster with us this evening. Please stand and be recognized. I am delighted to recognize the administrative staff and counselors of Benjamin E. Mays High School. Please stand and be recognized. This journey to this important occasion has indeed been a joint venture between the home and school. At this time, I am proud to recognize the Benjamin E. Mays faculty and staff who have diligently worked so that our students might be prepared for this milestone in their lives. Faculty and staff, please stand. It is always an honor and a tradition to have our Raider graduates participate in commencement exercises. This evening, we are delighted to recognize alumni from the past 40 years. Please stand and be recognized. I am pleased to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Lisa Herring. Dr. Herring brings a servant heart and more than 25 years of experience in education with her to Atlanta Public School as its new superintendent. A Macon, Georgia native and a graduate of both Spelman College and Georgia Southern University. Dr. Herring established her professional career by teaching in both public and private schools in urban and rural settings in South Carolina, Kentucky, Alabama, and Georgia. These experiences allow her to impact the lives of students from diverse social, economic, and ethnic backgrounds. Embracing a passionate belief that education is the greatest equalizer, Dr. Herring believes in the inner strength, power, and talent of all children. Success, she says, does not rest on where we began in life, but how each of us maximize our talents and pursues our purpose. The concept is critical in serving, supporting, and educating children and future leaders. We are privileged to have her today to address the Benjamin E. Mays High School class of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, Superintendent Dr. Lisa Herring.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. It is without question that today is the big day. You made it. We are proud of you. You persevered and overcame unprecedented challenges so that in mere moments you can officially call yourselves proud graduates of Benjamin E. Mays High School and Atlanta Public Schools. We are all so very proud of you. And I am so pleased that despite the impacts of the pandemic, we were able to host for you as you close out this season an in-person graduation so that you could see your peers. And now here we are in your presence. There's a reason why we call this a commencement. While it is indeed the end of an era in your life, it is also a new beginning, the beginning of the rest of your life. In these few moments that I'm here with you today, I want to leave you with this one question as you cross into uncharted territory and begin what is indeed the rest of your life. This question is simple, but it is one of the most difficult and complex questions you will face, perhaps in your lifetime. This question always gnaws at the very essence of our being, and the length of time it takes to get it answered remains unknown. The answer is as unique as every one of you, and only you hold the answer. My question simply is, what is your purpose? What is your purpose? I'd invite you to let that sit for just a moment. What is your purpose? Many people spend a lifetime trying to answer that question, but those who do find fulfillment, they find direction, they find drive, and they find peace. And on your journey of discovery towards your purpose, these are the same things I wish for you. Consider the legacy of your school's namesake, Benjamin E. Mays, who taught and mentored many influential Atlanta leaders, including Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Julian Bond, and Maynard Jackson. After nearly 3 decades as president of Morehouse College, he went on to preside over the Atlanta School Board from 1969 to 1978. He too knew just how important it was to find your purpose. As he said, every man and woman is born into the world to do something unique and something distinctive. And if he or she does not do it, it will never be done. But don't get it confused. Your purpose doesn't have to be something that makes headlines. More often than not, the things we do may not be headliners. Your purpose probably won't go viral, but it might. And it may not win a Nobel Peace Prize, but I believe it could, or change the world, but you can. And that's our belief in you. Finding your purpose can improve your community, help your family and friends, or quite simply, finding your purpose can inspire others. The most important part of your purpose is that it maximizes the essence of who you are, your unique talents you were born with, and allows you to bring your full self into the world with confidence and with clarity. My wish for you, scholars, I wish for you as you walk this stage today, that you walk into tomorrow with the certainty of knowing that you have confidence and clarity rooted in your education at Atlanta Public Schools, and rooted in the love and sense of belonging afforded you by all those around you, your peers, your family, educators, your community. I invite you to walk on knowing that you are equipped to boldly embrace the future, regardless of whether it brings a pandemic or civil unrest. You are equipped. You have what it takes. You are equipped to be outstanding. You are equipped to soar. You are equipped to cross this stage today. And most importantly, you have proven that you are equipped to enter the world and see yourself through, be it college, career, and most importantly, your entire life. We are proud of you, graduates. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Good evening, class of 2021. My name is Jason Estevez, and I am the proud chair of the Atlanta Board of Education. And I stand here along with my colleagues on the school board in awe of each and every one of you. You are an inspiration, and you are why we are all here today. You made it to this day in the midst of challenges many of us have never witnessed in our lifetimes. You kept moving when we went virtual. You found your voice during a social justice movement that rippled across this country. And many of you even voted for the first time in what became a historic election for our state and for our country. On behalf of the entire Board of Education, I can say without a doubt that we are incredibly proud of each and every one of you. In a time when the world seemed to be dividing us, you came together to support each other, whether it was virtually or in person. You showed compassion and understanding towards your classmates and your school leaders as we learned and navigated and overcame the many challenges we faced together. And those challenges will not go away after graduation. They will keep coming throughout your lifetime, but know that you are ready to rise above them. After today, some of you will go to new jobs, some of you to college, or to serve in the military. You may even move across the country or around the globe. No matter where you go, the future is yours for the taking. Seize it. Seize it knowing that Benjamin E. Mays High School not only equipped you with the academics, but with the perseverance and the determination that you need to succeed in this life. Seize the future knowing that you have a strong network and an incredible legacy that is Atlanta Public Schools. Seize it knowing that you are setting the tone for those who follow you. Build a strong and resilient future for yourselves, your families, and your communities. Step out into this world and make us even prouder. Congratulations, graduates, on behalf of the Atlanta Board of Education, and Godspeed.
All right. Can I start? Hello, guys. All right. Vive como nadie quiere para vivir como nadie puede. Translating to, live how others don't want to so you can live how others can't. These said words I'm saying today are spoken very often by my older brother. I mentioned this quote today because these words have so much influence behind my academic success. But before I get into that, I would like to greet Atlanta Public Schools Board of Education, our superintendent, Dr. Lisa Herring, our principal, Dr. Wilkins, the faculty, staff, teachers, and most importantly, the class of 2021. I, Kenya Zuniga Gallegos, am proud to say that I will be graduating as salutatorian of the class of 2021. Graduating with a 4.0 GPA in pursuit of attending the Georgia Institute of Technology and intent of majoring in neuroscience this upcoming fall. Standing here before you as salutatorian has been an eye-opening achievement. It's demonstrated to me what I'm capable of. See, something like this wasn't easy to accomplish. I put so much time and effort to stand here before y'all, and as you can see, I'm very proud. Something as big as this was crazy for me, especially because growing up, I wasn't the brightest. I spent my summers in summer school because I had trouble with comprehension. It even got to a point where it was recommended for my parents to get me tested for a learning disorder. This was when I realized I didn't want to spend my life in failure. See, I come from a Hispanic immigrant household, so life was already a bit tough as it was. And as I grew up, I realized I didn't want to live my life in failure. My parents migrated from Mexico about 20 years ago to give my brother who suffers from cerebral palsy a better life. And knowing their sacrifices for what they've made for me and my family gave me the motivation to strive. So when I entered Benjamin E. Mays High School, I decided to make a change for myself. I was new and didn't know anyone, so school became my main priority. I would spend either day and night studying for some tests or doing homework for the upcoming week, knowing I can very much spend that same time either taking a nap or watching a show. See, I made the choice others wouldn't prefer, and I put in the work regardless of what I wanted to do with that life, or regardless of what I wanted to do with my life at that time. In my times at Mays, I've become an outstanding leader, from being battalion commander of the JROTC program to the co-captain of the varsity soccer team, as well as being a part of the National Beta Club and National Honor Society. I was also given the chance to give a TED Talk. So one thing I want to say to the class of 2021 is we finally made it. We've had plenty of obstacles, but we didn't let them defeat us. Please remember, this is the start of a new journey. Whether you decide to continue your education or not, always remember you have the support of your peers backing you up. I am exceptionally proud of everyone here for making it this far and wish nothing but success to you all. I can't wait to see where we stand in the next 10 years. But before I walk off this stage, I would like to thank not only God for giving us the strength for reaching this milestone, I would also like to thank Benjamin E. Mays High School and their wonderful staff for always showing support to not just myself, but every single one of us here. And lastly, I would like to thank my beautiful family standing out there, supporting me as always. Shout out to Katia, Jose, Kayla, Marcelo, my mom, my dad, mis padrinos. I love y'all so much. Thank you for always showing me unconditional love and support. And shout out to y'all too as well. All my friends out there, I love y'all and can't wait to see where we are in the next 10 years. Thank you.
Faith without work is dead. Be daring. You must lose your peace of mind to find your peace of mind. Keep evolving. Now, these are just 2 quotes I've committed to memory to help me through my darkest of times, and I ask that you stick with them too as I'll revisit their significance in just a moment. I would like to first start by congratulating my immensely talented and intelligent class of 2021. I'd also like to render greetings to the Atlanta Public Schools Board of Education, our lovely superintendent, Dr. Lisa Herring, our amazing principal, Dr. Malanta Clark-Wilkins. I love you, Doc. To the faculty, staff, teachers, and parents. I'm Imani Smith, and I stand before you as the proud valedictorian for the class of 2021 from the Raider Dynamic Hill. Before I begin, I would like to announce that this little black girl will be graduating with a 4.2 GPA and going to the University of Miami in the fall. All on a well-deserved full tuition scholarship. Now back to the beginning. Faith without work is dead. And I really need you to grasp that understanding. To my graduates and every other heartbeat under the sound of my voice, faith without work is in fact dead. In essence, dreams met with no actions are merely hallucinations. Are you capable of matching the efforts you requested from God? Can you put in the work yourself? If not, reevaluate your goals. But before that, get some goals. Set the groundwork for your life and speak existence into your own future. Believe in you more than any human soul can fathom to do so. Mom, do you remember at my 8th grade graduation when I told you I'm going to graduate as valedictorian? I can think back to the day sitting in Miss Key's classroom when the biggest lame of them all, of course no other than Mr. Jennings, walked in and started clowning. But then he wouldn't be Jennings if he wasn't clowning. Then he stopped and asked for my name. Next thing I knew, he was pulling up my transcript that showed my rank. A surprise to us both, I was ranked as number 1 out of 400 plus freshmen in my 9th grade year. You know what this means, right? Can't let up now, Mr. Jennings instantly said to me. He was one of the first people to motivate me on my high school educational journey, and I truly believe I wouldn't be my class's vow today if it wasn't for his encouragement and constantly reminding me of my goals. He is one of my biggest supporters and has never given in on pushing me to be my absolute greatest. From there, the tough work of being a student athlete had only begun. I managed 2 sports teams my freshman year while maintaining my rank, and I'd like to thank my Raiderette coach, who's more like a second mom, Coach Jackson, and all of my amazing cheer coaches who were always aware of my scholastic goals and encouraged me to keep them high in priority even over my athletics. Freshman year was no breeze, but it was quite simple compared to the turbulent, unexpected year I had headed for me. Sophomore year was like no other, and it's incredibly hard for me to share my story that only a handful know and may be quite surprising to others to find out, but I believe this is my moment to share my story to inspire someone else. 10th grade year came with new opportunities and unforeseen challenges. I was blessed to be accepted into an honors semester school, Lab Atlanta, which is credited with one of the greatest experiences in my life. It was founded by one of the purest and kind-hearted souls I know, Mrs. Deisley, who too is a savior in my dark struggle that she witnessed before her own eyes. Being away from my home school, a familiar environment, was something I felt I was more than ready to tackle, but life had a different agenda. That year took me through such a roller coaster, and I'm honestly not even sure how it spiraled so out of control. During this time, I lost Imani. I lost faith, I lost motivation, and I thought I lost the hope to live. I can remember walking into my bathroom one morning and too afraid to brush my teeth while looking up because I was too scared to look in the mirror. I didn't recognize myself, and in the most literal sense, I did not know who I was, and it terrified me. Some days, I couldn't bring myself to get out of bed. Other days, I couldn't bring myself to utter a word. My mother catered to me like no other during this time of depression. She crawled into bed with me when I called her in tears at 3 in the morning. She stayed on the phone with me She stayed on the phone with me through her office phone when she had to go to work on days when I just couldn't get up for school. She's the reason I chose life. When going to therapy scared me even more because I realized that I was truly going through something. And making the crisis hotline a saved number in my phone petrified me that I even had to take that step. It was my mother I thought of in my head to keep going. Mommy, you're the biggest blessing I have in this life, and I do not know how I would ever repay you. Thank you is not enough, so when I make it, you make it. I owe you my life. I thought life was a tragedy for me at this point, but God. I thought my whole existence meant nothing, but God. I thought that I would never be sane again, but God. He is the head of my life. Without his blessings, I wouldn't have my brutally honest and loving Auntie Tam, my inspirational big sisters, Miracle and Lauren, my girl, my genuine, my strong best friend, Oniko, my confident, caring, motivating boyfriend and BFFQ, my praying grandma and papa who have my heart, or the best parents to ever do it, my mother and father. And just to show you that even after you make it out of your storm, you must continue to fight, I share with you that this year alone, I was involved in 2 traumatic motor vehicle accidents, followed by falling ill and being hospitalized for a week and a half, dealing with my own family members in and out of the hospital, and losing a dear friendship. Yet I still stand before you as the coolest valedictorian you know. I do not look like what I've endured. I am not my struggles. Instead, I am a warrior. I share this with you for motivational purposes only. Make it through your storm. So you see, my story is different. It isn't always glitz, glam, straight A's, or my hips leading the Raiderettes to loud band music. So this takes me back to my quote, "You must lose your peace of mind to find your peace of mind." While going through my trials, I would have never thought that I would appreciate those moments. But I cannot stress to you enough how much I glorify my growing pains. Because of them, I am so much more aware of my life and my habits. I am able to know what crazy feels like and so motivated to do everything possible to never let me get back to that low point ever again. I am genuinely happy and at peace. Because of my tribulations, I know triumph. I am humbled by my experiences, and I like to give a big shout out to myself for making it. Now, I wouldn't be valedictorian if I didn't add that I went through all of life's twists and turns that year while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. I know I've kept you for a while, but my hope is that my story inspires someone to tell their story that inspires someone else. So I encourage you to be courageous too. To my teachers, from Dr. Bush to Ms. Irvin, thank you. To my principals, from Mr. Jennings to Dr. Wilkins, thank you. To every person on that hill that has helped me or just told me they were proud of me, thank you. To APS as a whole, I am a product of your district, all the way from Fickett Elementary, Bunch Middle School, and now Mays High. So thank you for allowing me to be a product of your education and beating the stereotype that us inner kids have to face so often as it pertains to our intelligence. To my 21, can I tell you just how proud I am of you? It has been a long and hard 4 years on this hill, but you're here. Despite all, you are here. You made it. You persevered. You fought through every doubt, and even through an infamous pandemic, you're here. And indeed, you upheld our image and kept our legacy. I envision you to be the leaders of today and tomorrow. I need you to go after your goals and live your life. Become that esthetician, Lexi. Be that teacher, Trav. Become that ophthalmologist, Han. Be that choreographer and criminal attorney, Nah. Become that forensic scientist, Cam. Be that graphic designer and creative director, Maya. To all of my graduates, be somebody. Living your truth. We graduated, y'all. It's gonna be great.
Let's give our Val and Sal another round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the 40th graduating class of Benjamin E. Mays High School, 234 strong, the class of 2021. Congratulations on a job well done. The senior class officers and student government officers have demonstrated outstanding leadership this year. Will the senior class president, Travis Barnes, and officers please stand? And now will the student government president, Santiani Freeman, and student government officers please stand? Will Ms. Mays, Shayla Harris, and Mr. Mays, Travis Barnes, please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in applauding these students for their first class leadership this school year. Students who have excelled in specific academic areas, please stand when your area is called. Top 10% of the graduating class, please stand. Members of the National Honor Society, please stand. Members of the National Beta Club, please stand. Members of the Future Business Leaders of America, FBLA, please stand. Members of Tri-M National Music Honor Society, please stand. Members of the Science National Honor Society, please stand. Pathway completers, please stand. All students graduating with honors with a GPA of 80 and above, please stand. Students who score 1100 plus on the SAT or 22 or better on the ACT, please stand. All students participating in dual enrollment this year, please stand. Many scholarships have been awarded to our students. At this time, I would like for those students who have met the requirements for the Hope Scholarship to please stand. I now would like for all students who receive scholarships to please stand. I am very excited to announce these scholarships have pushed this class earning to approximately $14.1 million. The class of 2021 boasts a number of scholarship recipients, and the accolades include the following: 2 Posse finalists, 3 5-strong scholars, 1 Quest Briggs Scholar, 2 semi-finalists for the Gates Millennium Scholarship, 76 Hope Scholarship recipient, and 1 Governor's Honor Scholarship. Let's give them a round of applause. It gives me great pride and pleasure to introduce the following groups of students. Please stand when your name is called. Students who will be attending a post-secondary school in the fall of 2021. Please stand. Students recognized as student athletes, please stand. Students receiving military scholarships, please stand. Students who will be enlisting in the armed services, please stand. Students who are registered voters, please stand. All right. Students who receive awards on the Visions Award Program, JROTC Awards Assembly, music and athletic ceremonies, please stand. Continuing on this very proud path, I would like to introduce to you a group of scholars who have upheld the legacy and image of our school. the largest sum of academic scholarship money awarded in the amount of $1,008,180, Imani Smith. This year, we are proud to acknowledge the 5 students who graduated early from the class of 2022. Please stand. This year, we are proud to acknowledge the 14 students who graduated early from the class of 2021. Please stand. Please assist me in recognizing the class of 2021 top 10 students. Please stand. This year, I am proud to announce that we have 5 students who are completing their high school studies with a GPA of 95 or above. These students are Imani Smith, Kenya Zaniga Gallegos, Jeremiah Miller, Ashlyn Liston, and Destiny Harvey. The star student is the student with the highest SAT score and is in the top 10% of the class, Jeremiah Miller. Graduating with a GPA of 4.0, please join me in recognizing the Benjamin E. Mays High School 2021 salutatorian, Kenya Zaniga Gallegos. The most distinguished academic award of the evening recognizes the #1 student in the graduating class of 2021. She is graduating with a GPA of 4.1. Please join me in recognizing Benjamin E. Mays High School 2021 valedictorian, Imani Smith. The historic coveted Atlanta Journal Cup, awarded annually to the senior who is deemed the best all-around student by the faculty and staff, is awarded to David Clemens. Please stand. The Benjamin E. Mays Men and Women of Mays Award recognizes the students who exemplified the characteristics of scholarship, integrity, caring, and humility. This year, we honor 6 students for their efforts. Men of Mays, please stand. Darren Honor, Kewan Johnson, Braxton McPherson. Women of Mays, Nia Porter, Diamond Poe, Imani Witter. Congratulations. The Principal Cup was presented to the senior who is esteemed as the serious scholar with clearly defined goals, a student who is multi-talented, a student who has brought acclaim to the school through involvement in local and state competition and extracurricular activity. This year's award is presented to Jeremiah Miller. Please give all of our raters a round of applause. As your principal on the Hill, it is with pleasure that I look to you with pride and admiration. You started your senior year in the middle of a pandemic. I know many of you ask, why my senior year? This is no simple answer, but why not you? If there was ever a class to teach the world how to handle adversity with class and excellence, it is the class of 2021. You have shown the world what can be done in the midst of uncertainty. You have shown us what you are made of, that you can, and you have succeeded. I encourage you to take some time and reflect on how far you have come. Each of you have a story to tell. The stories come with highs and lows, happiness and some sadness, and some life obstacles. But regardless of the narrative to which you all have arrived this day, you now become a proud graduate of Benjamin E. Mays High School. Today serves as the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. I'm looking forward to the stories you will write in the next chapter, about the places you will go, the people you will meet, and the changes you will make in the world. So as your proud principal, I have a special message for you, this amazing class. Do not be afraid to live. You have survived a pandemic. This will serve as your reminder during this next chapter that you are resilient, determined, and driven to reach any goals you set forth. On this journey called life, take note of the simple things. Remember to always pause and smell the roses. Embrace mistakes. They are a part of life and are small reminders that not everything has to be perfect. Remember, a forgiving heart keeps you young, laughter is medicine, and tears cleanse the soul. Lastly, scholars, always remember, dream big, and I mean very big. In the words of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, if your dreams do not scare you, then your dreams are not big enough. The size of your dreams must always exceed your current capacity to achieve them. If you start off with a small dream, you may not have much left when it is fulfilled because along the way, life will make demands on you. So, class of 2021, believe that you are destined for greatness and always believe you have something to offer. For you always will be cherished for keeping the legacy and upholding the image of Benjamin E. Mays High School. I love each and every one of you. I wish you the very best, and congratulations to the class of 2021. It is now time for the presentation of diplomas. Please recognize the formality and seriousness of this occasion by refraining from yelling, name-calling, and other distractions that destroy the beauty and the dignity of this program. We owe it to these young people and their families to allow the program to proceed with dignity and decorum. To the members of the Board of Education and Dr. Lisa Herring, I hereby affirm that these candidates for graduations have completed all of the requirements of the state of Georgia and Atlanta Board of Education and are now eligible to receive their diploma. Audience, again, I ask for your cooperation. Please hold your applause until all diplomas have been presented.
They can't give it to me to give it to you. They're gonna have to put it like in front so you can see it. You have to take it. I should. Yeah. Oh, they're coming from the back. I forgot about that. You're right. I don't know how we're gonna know the end of the road.
That person down on the end.
Looks like Darren Arnold. No, that's Lantavius Johnson.
Okay, well, there you go.
We don't have his cap on. It is Samuel Blackman, Marquez Alexander. You got it. So, are you starting or am I starting?
Don't matter. I guess I'll start standing here.
That works. So then I'll pick up a David Clemens.
Okay. Just tap me and let me know. Cause I'm not gonna know.
I got you. But that means you gotta be paying attention.
So when you tap me?
That one and who you start with. So Alexis Brown should be my
I know.
last.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. Samuel Blackman. Marquez Alexander. Gerard Johnson. Ogenatega Akaporie. Elijah Biner. Obed Cruz. Yusuf Kasem. Muhammadu Kijera. Zaire Morris. Kenosha Wood. Tion Middlebrooks.
y'all need to do a continuous call of the names. It's gonna get dark. I did not order lights. You're already 15 minutes over.
Jermaine Love.
Antonio Lindsay.
Antonio Lindsay. I got you. Rontavious Johnson.
David Clemens. Eric Brock. Dionysius Bell, Jr. Terrico Lupo.
Take it off your mouth.
Christopher Brown. Mason Gaskin. Quenisha White. Jada Young. Isaiah Gibson. DeAndre Waters. Deja Dennis. Kadeen Miles. Jonathan Fuentes. DeCartavius Barber. Javariante Mathis. Travis Daniel. DeGeorge Edmond. Abraham Haidara. Alexis Brown.
Santana Postel. Imani Whittle. Desiree Abbott. Daniel Williams. Savion Mitchell. Ashley Martin. Deshaun Cole. Danny Conley. Jaquan Goss. Gabriel Headley. September Sanders. Michael Taylor. Dion Person. Cedric Hand. Jodarius Calloway. Montavious Asbury. Darian Arnold. Nakia Jackson. Lorenzo Taylor. Kason Anderson.
Jordan Wingfield. Terrell Daniel. Kaya Rossman. Jalicia Owens. Skylar Billingsley. Desmond Lee. Jaden Smith. Miracle Griffin. Nia Potter. Stephanie Mason. DeMarcus Harvey. Naji Adil. Aminata Cisse. Devin Miller. Philip DeShazer. Christopher Allen. Tyreen Adiyinka.
Amiri Johnson. Arion Amos. David Hall. Anna Lowe. Tatiana Flint. Kiara Gray. Jalen McCrary. DeMarco Guy. Jateria Turman. Akila Dobbs. Sierra Bozeman. Clay Kenner.
Kewan Johnson. Christian Robertson. Javon Coles. Joe Bellamy. Jalen Carlisle. Mariko Harvey Jr. Nicholas Monsanto. Jesse Marshall. Mitchell Stallings. Rashad Bell. Xavier Miles.
Enoch Hutchinson. Santiana Freeman. Ashley Yakum. Micaiah Watkins. Tatiana Ansa. Shamitria Ferguson. Litzy Del Valle Onofre. Edvin Velasquez. Deshaun Butler. Caitlin Penn. Jaheim Baker. James Copeland. Bryce Smith. Jeremiah Gilbert. Vivian Williams. Tyreek Joy. Teranicia Bell. Dante Thornton. Chad Robinson. Mystique Taylor.
Bariah Roberson. Atia Baker. Nikara Sheets. Maya Thomas. Kyra Cook. Akasha Avalor. Colby Schuyler Stone. Jaquavius Jackson. Tiana Redding. Draynaya Ponder. Derek Johnson. Aubriana Williams. Clenitria Hoyle. Antonio Cooper. Rhea Habersham.
Braxton McPherson. Renaya Billups. Theresia Lindsay. Davon Adams. Deshavian Williams. Anaya Caldwell. Ja'Cory Robinson. Samaya Williams. Kiana Davis. Jermesia Wiley. India Banks. Tanisha Brown. Kamaya Daniel. Tamara Wallace. Tatiana Tucker. Shania Whitehead. Kiana Burks. Ashawn Henderson. Madison Reynard. Jaya Harold. Isla Brown. Michaela Britton. Dana Mitchell. Amani Capers. Kimaris Sims.
Damon Clemens. Ashay Burt. Wynisha Holmes. Zuri Sinclair. Kiwana Raines. Tabricia Britt. Kayla Hurst. Shayla Harris. Hannah Hudson. Iris Clemente Soto. Bryant Adams. William Brown. Jamaria Johnson. Melisha Taylor. Destiny McClinton. Kavaya Hurst. Shanila Turner. Samara Burke. Raquel Holland. Deja Patrick. Elmira Martin. Kimberly Padilla Mendez. Jalen Montford. Naya Wright. LaShanti Holland. Tamaya Hobson. Noah Freeman. Nia Pryor.
Nashay McCauley. Diamond Poe. Takiria Redding. Armani Evans. Keandre Biner. Denaya Heath. Denasia Langford. Tanasia Thomas. Taisha Sands. Brianna Rosser. Kyle Gregory. Asia Henderson. Amaya Edwards. Naya Gordon. Alicia Griffin.
LaDeja Towns. Nia Carter. Caleb Wimberly. Jeremiah Newman. Micaiah Lowe. Brooklyn Moman. Kenya Zuniga Gallegos. Imani Smith. Jeremiah Miller. Destiny Harvey. Ashlyn Lipscomb. Cameron Weaver. Travis Barnes. Janiyah Grimes. Janiyah Ford. Patrice Stovall. Tatiana Knight.
Right here. Right here. Is this it right here? Okay, we. What's over? Oh, Lord, I was reading the wrong thing. Okay. Class of 2021, your principal has verified that you have completed all the requirements set forth for graduation. By the state of Georgia and the Atlanta Board of Education, by the power vested in me, by the Atlanta Board of Education, I hereby certify you as graduates of the class of 2020. Congratulations.